Well. It has been a busy day. First team, not quite Oscar Zambrano yet. However, we have had Mason Burstow and Charlie Hughes in, and the club have just put out a tweet about when it loads, double trouble. And then that time would suggest to me that a third is coming in. I have put a little question in there. Zambrano, fancy a triple? Couldn't make it a hat trick, could you? Make it a third admin, triple threat, triple trouble. So everyone wants a Zambrano. I think 8 o'clock is, well, Baz has just said good things come to those who wait. So I think 8 o'clock might be because I think they could do where Oscar Zambrano takes number 20 and he's announced at 8 p.m, which is 2000 hours. So yeah, it has to be hinting that Zambrano is going to happen soon. I think we'll get a cryptic, like maybe it's just an Ecuadorian flag or something like that, or a video of Oscar Estupiñán saying "What's better than one" in Spanish or something like that. And then obviously second Oscar because it's spelt the same with the same accent on the O. I don't know. So in preparation for a potential Oscar Zambrano announcement at 8 o'clock, I am going to get through this preview quite quick, just as a presumptive. And yeah, that's transfer news. Hughes and Burstow in already. Aidan Sheehu in for the under-18s. Albania under-18 international. I've watched him play. He's a player, by the way. He is a player. So expect him, Ramel Carter and Zach Jagielka maybe to be around the 21s a little bit more this season than perhaps previous first-year scholars have been. Ed Devine was in quite a lot last year. So I'd maybe expect a similar amount towards, especially in the second half of the season, Zach Jagielka, Ramel Carter, etc., to be involved again with the 21s once they can make that step. Perhaps maybe a Harry Revel will get nudged that way. Yeah, so let's get cracking, shall we? Because let's be honest, you lot don't care about Aidan Sheehu, but I do. Team news then. New signings, Charlie Hughes, Mason Burt. Can you tell? I wrote that expecting Zambrano to be announced by now. But I'm assuming, based on what Baz has said, Zambrano is available. If he's not, it's just Hughes and Burstow. If Zambrano is announced, he is available. Lotta Tyler's back in training following an injury in pre-season. Cody Drama with his ankle problem is getting closer to a return, but Saturday just comes too soon. Durkan Sinek, Ryan Longman and Harvey Cartwright and Nate are getting closer but remain absent. Harvey Cartwright was in a sling. He's out of that sling now. Longman had his surgery the other day. Sinek, I spoke to him. He says he's got 3-4 weeks left. So I've got quite a good relationship with Durkan Sinek, really, which is strange considering he hardly speaks English and he hardly plays, so we hardly see him. But whenever I see Dodo, he's always all right with me. Is Dodo Sinek? Anyway, what I have done though is for my you know what I'm like with my autographs. So as soon as the club put his picture on the website in the new kit, I thought he's not going to wear that on the pitch, is he? So I just ripped it out and whacked it on my card straight away. Yeah, I was also I've said number 20 at 8 for Zambrano, which Alfie thinks I'm onto something with. I do kind of hope kind of hope Zambrano takes 15, because when he was last with Ecuador, he wore number 5. And when I saw him the other day, I met him and I was conversing with him in Spanish. He on the thing he signed for me, he put number 5 on. So I was kind of hoping I could just add a line and make it 15 when if he takes 15. So we'll see. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Ref watch. The referee is Lee Doty. The 2 liners are Risto Karavanov and George Byrne, with the 4th official being Alex Chilovich. While I remember as well, I am just going to talk quickly about Brandon Fleming, because Brandon Fleming is now 400 and Hull City are still loaning him out for championship to get some experience before they bring him in to play week in, week out in the championship. Brandon's in the last year of his contract. He's gone out on loan to League Two, which is the lowest loan he's ever had. I think this is it for Brandon. It's a shame. It's a real shame that I think this is it for Brandon, but it's how it goes. It's how it goes sometimes. With his injury when Shotter's pre-season, and then when Rossini took over, he was really unfortunate. And I think had he been a couple of inches taller, it'd have been, because the only reason Rossini didn't play a left back was because he needed height for set pieces, and that's why Greaves was put out there. But if Brandon was a few inches taller and hadn't been injured still rehabbing his injury when Rossini took over, I think his Hull City career would look totally different. But it doesn't, and it's a shame. But League Two is a level he will, in 2 words, piss it in League Two. He's so much better than League Two quality. He knows Grant, so he'll slot in like a glove in that system. Yeah. Good signing by Donny, that really good signing. Moving on, because I'm expecting Zambrano to be announced in 20 minutes. Stats. Where do we go? Where is it? There's the tab. Look, possession, shots, but not taking advantage of them. Story of the game and story of Hull City, it seems. That's just the way it is. Head-to-head, luckily, Plymouth have lost Mikey Cooper, but Connor Hazard had a blinder of a game for them against us at home last year. We'll look at that in memorable match in more detail. So we'll see what happens there. I like Barley Mumba. Nathaniel Ogbeto had a shocking start to life at Plymouth. It looked like he'd won a raffle to be on the pitch against Sheffield Wednesday. Brendan Galloway's own goal was strange as well. They spelt Adam Forshaw's name wrong on the back of his shirt, so that's good. They did the same with Ibrahim Sissoko, and the fact Morgan Whittaker is still at that club is mental. He surely has to be gone by the end of the window. Whilst, can we look at management and staff, please? Whilst he's the manager, whilst Wazza is in charge, surely Plymouth have right down the bottom of the league, and Morgan Whittaker just devalues. He has to leave. Surely. Plymouth went full strength as well against Cheltenham in the Cup. Well, pretty much full strength, minus Whittaker, who was on the bench. And you could argue Mustafa Bundu as well, but Ryan Hardy's a brilliant striker, just for some confidence, and they won 3-0. And we'll look at that actually now in their current form. Where we look at Plymouth's 2, it's taken us right up to the top. But they lost 4-0 to Sheffield Wednesday, then went and then battered Cheltenham 3-0 for some confidence. Like, you look at that team. Hazard's now their first choice goalkeeper. Joe Edwards, Barley Mumba, Pleguezuelo, Callum Wright played against us last season. Ryan Hardy, Adam Randall, and then Whittaker on the bench, Forshaw on the bench, Bundu on the bench. So it's pretty much a full-strength Plymouth team minus a Morgan Whittaker who played that game just for some confidence. And then, you look for us. Okay, we got away with it against Bristol City, but we should have beaten Sheff Wednesday. It doesn't help that the liner on the east stand side was 5 yards behind player the whole time, and that Piers Charles crashed into his own player and dropped the ball, and Finn Burns scored, and then won a free kick for it. They did have the ref. They absolutely had the ref. Sheff Wednesday banned fake shirts. If you found to be wearing one, well, the thing is, you can't tell really unless it's a terrible fake if it's fake, and it's not illegal to wear a fake shirt. It's not illegal to wear a fake shirt. So it's a stupid policy. Well, and their shirts are stupidly priced as well. Theirs are like 65 quid, I think, which, ours have got more expensive this year, but the quality's got better. So it's like, you can sort of, like, you compare it to last year's, and it's sort of got better. Well, it's not sort of got better. It's absolutely got better. So it's merited. Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday's home shirts are 70 quid. A junior home shirt's 55 quid. A long-sleeved shirt, 77 quid for Sheff Wednesday. So don't make them as expensive then. Easy. In case you missed what I said the other day as well, I have seen. When did I say it? I said it again. I said it in the Charlie Hughes video. I have seen the third shirt. I have seen the third shirt. I can confirm it's happening. I'm not going to give anything away, but I can confirm it's happening. I'm not sure when it's going to be announced, but I know for a fact it will happen. I don't think it'll be for a while, because you look at the fixtures and we can swap between the two kits in all of them. So I think if I have a look at the fixtures quickly, Plymouth we can wear white. Millwall obviously home. Leeds will just wear. Ooh, could it be before Leeds actually? So it will either be before Leeds, announced the day before deadline day. I think it will either be before Leeds or before Stoke. Before Leeds or before Stoke, but definitely before we play QPR on the 1st of October. So it will be announced in the next, 8 months. Not 8 months. 6 to 8 weeks or so. Something like that. It is not green. It is not green. I saw a snippet of the front that someone showed me. I'm not going to say who that person was, but I didn't see what was up here. I saw from the badge and the Kappa logo down. I'm afraid I can't do that, unfortunately. But I can say it's definitely not green. Since Bairstow, even actually, first of all, since Bairstow doesn't have number 9, we're working on a second striker. We're working on a second striker coming in. He will take that number 9 for sure. I did expect Bairstow to take 20 though, and Oscar 15, Oscar Zambrano 15, but they've ruined my autographs for me now, because Pharrell Brown's academy squad number is number 48. So I'm now going to have to massively shuffle this around or find out which number Pharrell Brown has been reallocated to make my book fit. Damn it, Hull City. You've got number 9, number 12, number 13, 15, 20, 22, 30 and 33 left, and you decide to give him a squad number that already exists, that is already allocated to someone. Why? Why? Any further Zambrano teaser? No. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Ryan Hardy would be a decent signing, to be fair. I'm just not sure how well he'd fit Valter's system because he's not the tallest. So I think we will be looking for a more target man sort striker, whoever that may be. I've rambled a bit, but let's move on to the table. So it hasn't changed, obviously, from when I showed you it the other day. Sheff Wednesday still top. We're still 14th. Plymouth, obviously, still bottom. But they're humbling the other day. So, Matchday 2. Kicking off in about 15 minutes, Coventry versus Oxford. 12:30 tomorrow are West Brom versus Leeds, Derby versus Middlesbrough, Portsmouth versus Luton. 3 o'clock to Norwich versus Blackburn, Watford versus Stoke, Swansea Preston, Sheffield United versus QPR, Plymouth versus us, Burnley versus Cardiff, and Bristol City versus Millwall. And then the 12 o'clock on Sunday is Sunderland versus Sheffield Wednesday. That's that. I mentioned Connor Hazard earlier. He had a blinder in this game where we drew 1-1. We could have done so much better in this as well. But Connor Hazard was incredible. You look at those shots. Connor Hazard had a brilliant game in goal in Mikey Cooper's absence. And Callum Burton, ex-Tiger, now left them, was their backup keeper that day. So for us, it was also up in goal back for Christy Jones, McLaughlin, Vinagre, Greaves suspended for this one. Midfield was Seri, Morton, Traore, with Philogene and Slater the wingers, and Connolly. Slater would have been central, won't he? Traore right, Philogene left, and Connolly up top. Bench. Matt Ingram, the keeper, Louis Coyle, Dokan Sinek, Liam Delap, James Furlong, Andy Smith, Scott Twine, and then for the first time for both of them, Tyrell Sellers-Fleming and Rocco Coyle, with Rosina as the gaffer. And obviously the last time we played them turned out to be Liam Rosina's last game as Hull City manager, when we lost 1-0 and missed out on the playoffs. We didn't really turn up, did we? So the team was also up in goal back for Slater, Jones, Greaves, Jacob. Midfield, Seri, Morton, Tufan. Wings were Carvalho and Philogene with the lap up top. The bench was the following: Matt Ingram, the goalkeeper, Louis Coyle, Ryan Giles, Sean McLaughlin, Greg Doherty, Noah Ohio, Adama Traore, Billy Sharp, and Abdush Amir. Our record against Plymouth, it's 1 defeat in 5. Not obviously being last time out. After that, before that, it was a draw that we just touched on. Then 3 wins on the bounce, 2 in League One, when we went up, and 1 in 2008. Do we have a teaser? No, it's just my watch pinging with a text. Shared shirts. I've got a good one today. I'm not going to keep you waiting for guessing, because I hope we've got a Zambrano at 8 o'clock. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. It's back. David Stockdale. He's playing everywhere, hasn't he? He was on loan with them from Fulham in 2010. 21 appearances between the sticks for them. For us, it was in between the sticks for us for the second half of 2012-13 promotion winning season. 24 appearances for Dave Stockdale there before he went back to Fulham, because we didn't want to pay stupid money, and we signed Alan McGregor instead. We were after Conway. He's not tall and yeah, true, to be fair. I hope this third striker is Jay Stansfield. Do you reckon Burster will be any good or feel like he did at Sunderland? Well, I think we've got to get behind him, believe in him. And when he's settled, he's got Xavi here, who he knows from Chelsea's academy. So let's hope he settles. Third shirt, yeah. I know what it looks like. That's all I'll say. I'm not sure when it's getting released, but I know what it looks like. There is there is a little surprise the club have got later in the season, but the guy who's told me this has signed an NDA to say he can't say anything in detail about it. But the club have got something lined up later in the year. There's a little surprise. So, Delac failed at Preston Stoke. Conway failed. Conway failed. Who's Conway? Tommy Conway hasn't failed at Middlesbrough yet. Do you mean Aaron Connolly? Perhaps. But yeah, Delac flopped it. He stunk up the place at Stoke and Preston. And Sunderland told us Milo was crap, El Mohammadi was crap, Honeyman was crap. Yeah, they were all right, weren't they? Predicted team then. I think he'll keep Panda in goal. Coyle stays at right back, centre back. Hughes jumps straight in alongside Alfie Jones with Giles sticking at left back. So I thought he did well there against Sheffield Wednesday. Central midfielders, Malem, Simons and Slater. On the right, Abdou Shamir. On the left, Liam Miller. Up top, Oscar Estupinian. Bench, Anthony Rachopi, Sean McLaughlin, Finn Burns, John-Michael Seri, Andy Smith, Matty Jacob, Will Jarvis. I still need to change that picture. Mason Burstow. And if he's announced, Oscar Zambrano. If he's announced, Oscar Zambrano. We're building a team. They just need to gel. They just need to gel. When they're gelled, we'll be fine. Just how quickly they gel will determine how far we get up this table. They just need to gel and get used to Valter's system that little bit more. 2 minutes until a potential teaser, unless they've just taken the double trouble with the timer as the teaser they're going to do for it, but I don't think they'd have waited this long. Well, I saw a comment earlier. There it is. What do you reckon he's holding up the Zambrano announcement? Nothing at the minute. So the only thing I can think of is because Panda was around the first team for ages before he was announced. He was pictured, all sorts. So all it will be is international clearance on the contract. That's all it will be. That's all it will be. So it'll just be waiting for the Home Office to vet it and stuff like that. But Zambrano's been in the country long enough. So let's hope they can just say subject to international clearance, and that will mean he doesn't play tomorrow and ruin everyone's lives. No, I'm kidding. So that's my predicted team then. Predicted score. We should beat Plymouth. We should beat Plymouth. We were Rooney's first home game in charge of Birmingham, and Rosinha schooled him. Let's hope Valter can do the same for his first home game in charge of Plymouth. Teaser. Teaser! Teaser! We've got it! It's in Spanish. It's saying he's arrived or something like that. I don't get a chance to read it properly. Zambrano is announced. I'm going to go because I need a drink. I need to go to the loo. And then I need to film this Oscar Zambrano announcement. Predicted score, 2-0 Hull City. Goal scorers will be Oscar Estupinian and Abdou Shamir's first. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this preview. I'm glad I've whipped through it because I expected a Zambrano announcement at 8. I was right. Is it number 20 at 2000 hours? Let's see. But thank you for watching. Zambrano is coming in. See you when I get that announcement video put up. It will be between 8 when it's announced and 9. I promise you. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. No, see you in like 15 minutes when I've recorded the Zambrano video and clicked upload. See you later, everyone. Goodbye.